Jay-Z is one of the most powerful names in hip-hop. A mogul, a billionaire, a man who once said, "I'm not a businessman, I'm a business man." But what happens when the business turns against you? Because right now, the man once worshipped as Hove is facing public fire, not from tabloids, not from bloggers, but from another legend, Nicki Minaj. And this isn't some friendly rap feud. Hi, it's Kairo, and this is the truth behind Jay-Z and Queen Nicki. Nicki Minaj recently took to X, and not on some light shade either, but on full-out flamethrower mode. She accused Jay-Z of owing her between $100 and $200 million. Yeah, you heard that right. A karmic debt, as she called it. And not just that, she called him blasphemy, word for word, and anyone still calling him Hove will answer to God. That's not a diss. That's war. So what the hell happened between Jay-Z and Nicki? Why is one of hip-hop's queens threatening to publicly expose its crowned king? This is deeper than a tweet, deeper than a clapback. This might be the biggest fracture in hip-hop royalty we've seen in years. Let's break it down. Back in 2015, Jay-Z relaunched Tidal, a music streaming service he claimed would put artists first. Nicki Minaj was one of the original stakeholders. Along with Kanye, Rihanna, Beyonce, Alicia Keys, and a few others, Nicki was handed equity, reportedly around 3%. It was all smiles and pictures, black excellence, billion-dollar dreams. Fast forward to 2021, Jay-Z sells Tidal to Square, now called Block, owned by Twitter/X boss Jack Dorsey. The deal was worth around $300 million. Big bag, right? Except Nicki's bag, according to her, was more like a handbag. She claims she only got $1 million from that sale, which, if she owned 3%, like reports suggest, is criminally low. She should have gotten at least $9 million minimum. So Nicki fired off. She said Jay-Z owes her money. Not in metaphors, not in bars, in numbers. $100 million to $200 million. And get this, she said she plans to use that money to pay off student loans for her fans. Now you might think, is she just exaggerating? Is this just promo? Nah, this is personal. You can feel it. Nicki didn't just go after Jay. She dragged Roc Nation into it, name-dropped Desiree Perez, the CEO, took aim at how her documentary was allegedly sabotaged, claimed there were forces working behind the scenes to dim her light, block her moves, and reached at betrayal from industry insiders. Remember the NFL drama? When she didn't get selected to perform and rumors floated around Roc Nation having a hand in the Super Bowl halftime decisions? Nicki's fans believe she's been blackballed or pushed aside by the same people she used to stand beside. What's wild is how bold this move is, because we're talking about Jay-Z, the untouchable, the godfather, the chess master. He moves in silence. But here's the twist. He hasn't responded. No tweet, no statement, no Roc Nation PR release, just silence. And in the world of hip-hop, silence speaks volumes, especially when it comes from someone as calculated as Jay. Now, before we rush to conclusions, we got to be fair. We don't know the full details of that Tidal sale contract. Maybe Nicki's equity was diluted. Maybe there were terms she wasn't aware of. Maybe the real bag was smaller than everyone assumed. But if Nicki's numbers are even half accurate, then this is a massive stain on Jay's name. This isn't just about money. It's about trust. Jay-Z built his empire on the idea that he was the artist who beat the system, the one who made his own label, bought his own masters, opened doors for others. So if the guy who claimed to empower artists is being accused of robbing one, that's a serious contradiction. And let's not ignore the gender and power dynamics here, because for years, Nicki has been carrying the weight of being the top female rapper, often isolated, often criticized, and often left out of conversations that her male peers dominate. So when she speaks up now, it's not just about one deal. It's about years of silence. It's about taking back power in an industry that gave her the spotlight, but tried to own the stage. Now the fans, they're split. Some are calling Nicki dramatic, saying she's trying to stay relevant, or that she's messing with people who once helped her. But others, especially her barbs, are riding hard. They see this as a truth bomb, as a chance to expose the shady side of the industry that's been swept under red carpets and champagne speeches for too long. Meanwhile, Jay-Z fans, and I mean real Hove loyalists, are shook, not because they think it's true, but because they know, if it is, this changes everything. See, Jay-Z ain't just a rapper anymore. He's an image, an icon. The guy who tells kids to invest, not flex. The guy who gives Grammy speeches about growth and legacy. But what happens when the legacy has cracks? What happens when another legend pulls the curtain and says, this wasn't what it looked like? And what happens if more artists start speaking out? Because Nicki said this is only the beginning, that she's ready to reveal everything, that the truth is about to hit the timeline like a nuke. So here we are. The rap game's most respected name just got put on trial. No bars, no beat, just receipts, tweets, and silence. Now, I'm not here to take sides. I'm here to ask the real question. Is Jay-Z the savior of hip-hop, or just another billionaire who played the system better than the rest? And what does this mean for Nicki, for artists, for power, for ownership? This ain't over. In fact, it might just be getting started. All right, Earthheads, that's all for today. Hope you enjoy the video. If you did, please smash the like button. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.